Sambhavasidhantirishikeshwarasamaarambam Nithyanandeshwari madhyamam Asmadacharya paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. इस समय हमारे साथ उपस्थित सभी दर्शकों और भक्तों का मैं प्रेम एवं आशीर्वाद सहित स्वागत करता हूँ. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, samajis, satsangis sitting with us through Nithyananda TV, Lotus News Channel, Sadhana TV, Janashri TV, Ishwar TV, and through two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha in 22 places, in 22 countries around the world as per the statistics. Cities sitting with us in two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha, enriching temple Bididi, Hong Kong Sirgari, Singapore Singapuram, Dubai Vaidyanatham, Hyderabad Guptakashi, Surrey British Columbia, Indrani New Jersey, Dubai Vaidyanatham, Paris Home Temple, Oman Sivagangai, Troy Michigan, Jorpati Nepal, Adi Nithyananda Dhyana Peetam Avattipalayam, San Diego La Jolla, Kuala Lumpur Palani, Seattle Chidambaram, Upland California, Toronto Kailasam, Houston Kalahasti, Los Angeles Arunachalam, Oklahoma Somanatham, Nithyananda Nagaram Hyderabad, Seattle Chidambaram, Guadalupe Rameshwaram, Ohio Prayag, San Jose Madurai. I welcome all of you with my love and blessings. Today, 21st batch Inner Awakening, 19th day. We will work on ultimate reality. 18th batch Ingenious, 19th day. 21st batch Nirahara Samyama, level 3, 8th day. 10th batch level 4 Nirahara Samyama, 19th day. I will continue to expand on Sannyas. First, I wanted to address this issue, how the individual's life is actually blessed. Please listen. An individual's soul happens on this planet Earth to achieve completion, to achieve enlightenment. Thousands of social interventions, interferences, interruptions happen. Thousands of psychological exploitations happen. Please listen. When I use the word exploitation, I mean it. Even if you are asked to be compassionate, without the compassion happening in you, without the technique to make the compassion happen in you, it is exploitation. See, after you are given the technique to be in the space of completion, after that also if you are not, then it is you destroying you. But if you have not been given that science and if you are demanded, it is exploitation. Many ways society exploits you. It doesn't give you methodology, it doesn't give you technology, it doesn't allow you to expand systematically. It just forcibly stretches you, like physiotherapy. Even physiotherapy as a system It does step by step. It is like a crude physiotherapy. You all should know how the physiotherapy was invented. One autocrat king wanted to kill by torturing his prisoners. So he started putting them on a bed, tying heavy stones to the hands and the leg. He will add the weight slowly, slowly. Then what will happen? The leg and one side, the hands and the other side, legs will be pulled. Finally, the body will become two pieces. When he started torturing people like this, one day, in between the torture, suddenly they stopped the torture for some reason. Because king used to come and sit and enjoy this whole process. What a sadist he would have been. Wow, I can't imagine. Maybe he was having better entertainment, so he did not want this entertainment that day. They stopped and they released that prisoner to rest for a day and come back when king has a time. That fellow suddenly felt relieved of his long back pain. So he reported, I had a back pain for quite a long time. After you did this, the back pain disappeared. That is the way the physiotherapy was invented. No, really. This is the story of physiotherapy. Without giving you a proper technique, if you are expected to be a celibate or compassionate or blissful or non-violent or complete or content, I tell you, it is straight away exploitation. We will have to give a technique, methodology, process. After you have been given the process, it is your responsibility. After the process is given, if you don't do, then you are destroying yourself. Nothing can be done about it. Nothing can be done about it. Listen, each being comes down to the planet Earth for the achievement of its completion and for achieving the liberation from birth and death cycle, from this process again and again and again. So please understand, person who stands clearly and declares to the world, I am not ready to be exploited by your ignorant leaders. I am not ready to be exploited by the ignorance of the elders. Please understand. Many of you feel your parents have put many patterns in you. I tell you, if it is their ignorance, they have a right to suffer and die. But the moment they put their ignorance on you, even if it is out of ignorance, it is exploitation. Because when they know they are ignorant, they have no right to put that on you. They should have sent you straight to Gurukul, saying that we don't know how to bring you up, you better grow in the Gurukul. We already did the sin of giving birth to you. We don't want to do one more sin of bringing you up with our ignorance. Go to Gurukul. I tell you, money is the hoax by capitalist brains. Politics is an institutionalized exploiting system by few perverted brains. Everything, whether it is politics, or the idea of money, or the media. Media is the biggest hoax. Please listen to this story. There was a lion in a forest and a flock of sheep. Every day, one goat will come and stand in front of this lion, start a conversation, and this lion will kill that goat and eat. Every day this happens. One day a fox came to visit the lion to eat that remaining meat. He got his food and he started staying there. After seeing this day in and day out, after a week the fox really got surprised. He went and asked the lion, "How come every day without missing one goat comes to you and starts the conversation, spends time with you, and you kill that goat and eat? Again next day exactly the same time the goat comes. What's the secret?" Lion just laughs and tells, "Don't. It's nothing. One day I called the whole flock of sheep and made them believe they are all lions. Hypnotized them. They are all lions, very powerful. Nothing can be done to them." With that mood, these fools every day one comes, I kill and eat them. Please understand, this is exactly the right story I'll describe. This is the right example for press freedom. Please listen. Media makes you think because of its freedom, you are empowered. It constantly makes you believe its freedom is your freedom, which is not true. Which is not true. The media's freedom is the freedom of media's owners. It is the freedom of their ideas. It's the freedom of the decision makers, not yours. How? When the lion makes the goat believe goat is a lion, it is not power of the goat, it is a power for lion. Media makes you constantly believe its freedom is your freedom. When you believe media's freedom is your freedom, you are exactly in the same place of the goat. Please listen. You have to become really powerful. Listen. I've changed the whole lion-sheep story here. That context is totally different. This is totally different. They're really a cub feeling it's a sheep or goat. Here, really a goat is thinking it's a lion. It can become lion if it creates the right space. But here, it is not being initiated into right space. The difference between the spiritual satsang and political meeting, where the master initiates you, even if you are a goat, he makes you lion, not just makes you believe you are lion. He makes you lion. And he gives you the signs of creating the space to become lion. Lion does not mean all the time you will be violent. Please listen. When media makes you believe its freedom is your freedom, you are wrong. For a lawyer, only if you are in conflict, he can survive. Doctor, only if you are sick, he can survive. Rich man, only if you are poor, he can enjoy his richness. Suddenly in the whole country, everyone has a Benz. What will happen to the value of the Benz or the rich man's pride? He owns Benz. Have-nots give pride to the haves. Have-nots hold the haves in the high. The have-haves enjoy is because have-nots does not have. Please understand, whether it is money or media or any political system, it is just ignorance of the society imposed on you. A man who stands up courageously and declares, I am not going to be exploited by any of this, is sannyasi. Sannyasi is a person who declares, who says clear no, I am not interested in getting exploited. No, I am going to take care of the purpose for which I happened. Please understand, I clearly remember at the age of 12, when my grandmother died, when I saw the power of money, how my family members are worried more about sharing her wealth than taking care of her body. She is dead, doctor declared she is dead. They did not even care to put a garland on her body or clean it up and bring the body out for the other relatives to see. First they did is share the wealth. She left. The moment I saw that day I realized, and I decided to say a big clear no to all the exploitations of the society. I tell you, whether you are made to wear burqa and cover the whole body, or you are made to wear only two-piece and expose your whole body, both are male chauvinism. Same way, everything, whether it is the idea of money, or it is the idea of media, or it is the idea of the political structures, anything, I tell you, is the social ignorance imposed on you. The day I decided to declare a big no to the society, a clear no to the society, and society's imposition of ignorance on me, I can say I achieved the ultimate liberation. That is what is Jivan Mukti. Please listen. Completion gives you Videha Mukti, means once you complete with every pattern, you are free from all patterns. Then when you leave the body, you will become enlightened. Videha Mukti. But only when you declare no to the society, sannyas, while you are living, you are liberated. There are so many people who achieved completion, but still they are allowing the ignorance of the society to exploit them. When you allow the ignorance of the society to exploit you, you are not liberated. You are not liberated. The liberation has not happened. Listen, you can either practice completion for ages and live in the space of liberation, wait for death to happen. After death, you will be mukta, videha mukta, or declare your sannyas and be liberated while you are living in the body. Declaring the social ignorance cannot affect you anymore, exploit you anymore. You will not budge for the social ignorance anymore. Is living enlightenment. That is Jivan Mukti. Declare you are not going to be allowing the social ignorance exploit you anymore. I tell you, because I am seeing thousands of people attending their problems every day, I can understand every psychological problem, every psychosomatic disorder human beings are suffering is nothing but ignorance of the society exploiting them, where nobody is held responsible. Who is held responsible for such large number of IT suicides? Earlier it is psychiatrists. Now the IT people are crashing young suicides. Youngsters committing suicide. Rapidly the suicide is growing among the IT sector. Suicide of students, youngsters. Who is responsible for all this? Nobody is held responsible. I tell you, the social ignorance is responsible. Decide to say no to the social ignorance exploiting you. When you declare, I will not allow the social ignorance to exploit you, you are a sannyasi. Media is an organized lie. Politics is an organized exploitation system. Money is the largest hoax in the world. Marriage, most hypocritical institution in the planet Earth. Every profession, make sure their profession is kept alive by retaining the conflicts. Understand? I am not saying do revolution. No. Revolution is one more foolishness. All revolutionaries are egoistic idiots. In 10 years, the revolutionaries will become one more corrupt junk group, exploiting much worse than the people who were in the power before the revolution. I am not asking you to do revolution. Revolution is not solution. Evolution is the solution. Evolve. Evolve. It is time. Let us evolve and let us tell the world to evolve. Let us evolve and let us tell the world to evolve. Understand? A man deciding, I will not allow society to exploit me anymore due to its ignorance, is a sannyasi. It is not that you are antisocial. No. You will be asocial. Means beyond society. And I tell you, sannyasis, not only they were never antisocial, and the amount of contribution they have done to society. When I am reading the history of Naga sannyasis, I could understand, oh God, all the best things we have now is created and sustained by the sannyasis. If you are in India, even the way you breathe is defined by us, designed by us. Not just the way you eat, the way you dress, even the way you breathe is gifted by us, pranayama. What an amazing contribution the sannyasis have done. From the ancient times, time immemorable, when I see the historiography of this whole country, please understand I am creating a new word, historiography. When I see the historiography of this whole civilization, listen, biography means what happens to an individual and his impact on society. History means what happens to society and its impact on individual. Please listen. the society is happening and its impact on individual is history. From the context of society, if it is written, it is history. From the context of individual, if it is written, it is biography. I am connecting both and making it historiography. Because the Indian civilization, the Vedic civilization, was always from the context of individual and the society whole. We never gave up one for the other. We never compromised on one for the other. That is why I am using the new word, historiography. When I see the historiography of this country, all the best things are the contribution of great sadhus. When I was studying the various documents, material available, the records available about the sannyas tradition, the contributions to sannyasis to the world, I discovered some of the very beautiful, exciting informations. One is, I got a solid evidence. Totaburi, Guru of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, was Mahant of Mahanirvani Akkada. Officially, he was Mahant of Mahanirvani Akkada. 6 years he was holding the post of Mahant of Mahanirvani Akkada, sitting in Allahabad, Mahanirvani Pita. I do not know whether Ramakrishna Mission knows about this or care to know about this. But we have a document with evidence. Ramakrishna Mission knows Totaburi belongs to Puri Sampradaya. I don't know whether they know he is from Mahanirvani Akkada and he was the Mahant of Mahanirvani Akkada, a great sadhu. Please listen. The amazing contribution done to society by the sannyasis who have decided not to be exploited by the ignorance of humanity, ignorance of the society, not to be exploited by the ignorance of the so-called leaders who do not have answer for the major problems society is facing. Oh, the next generation of humanity, life is in your hands. Life in the planet Earth is in your hands. It is you who has to decide whether you are going to say no to society, ignorance of the society, exploitations of the society, or going to enter into that suicidal lifestyle. आज मैं संन्यास पर विस्तार रूप से बात करूंगा. एक आत्मा इस पृथ्वी पर पूर्णत्व के लिए जन्म लेती है. इसमें हजारों सामाजिक बाधाई और मानसिक शोषण बाधा के रूप में आते हैं. आपको सही तकनीक दिए बिना यदि आपको ब्रह्मचारी या करुणामय या अहिंसावादी या आनंदित रहने को कहा जाता है, ये शोषण ही है. टेक्निक देने की बात यदि आप फिर भी उसका उपयोग नहीं करते हैं तो फिर आप स्वयं का विनाश कर रहे हैं और अपने विनाश का आप स्वयं उत्तरदायी है. ध्यान से सुनिए. हर व्यक्ति पृथ्वी पर पूर्णत्व के लिए इस पृथ्वी पर आता है और इस जीवन और मृत्यु के चक्र से मुक्ति पाने के लिए जन्म लेता है. जो व्यक्ति यह घोषणा करता है कि मैं शोषित नहीं होऊंगा, वही सन्यासी है। चाहे वो धन हो या राजनीति हो या मीडिया है, सभी आपको शोषित करने के माध्यम हैं, क्योंकि ये आपको अज्ञान में रखते हैं। पूर्णत्व आपको विदेह मुक्ति देता है, किंतु केवल जब आप समाज को ना कहते हैं और संन्यास लेते हैं और समाज के अज्ञान को, स्वयं को शोषित नहीं करने देते हैं, तभी आप जीवन जीते हुए मुक्ति को प्राप्त कर सकते हैं। तभी आप एक जीवन मुक्त जीवन को जी सकते हैं। मनुष्य जो भी मानसिक रोगों का अनुभव कर रहे हैं, उसका मूल एक सामाजिक अज्ञान है। सामाजिक अज्ञान के शोषण का ना की घोषणा कीजिए। मीडिया एक संयोजित असत्य है, राजनीति एक संयोजित शोषण है, धन संपत्ति एक संचाल, एक छल और धोखा है। विवाह सबसे बड़ा पाखंड संस्था है। इन सब का समाधान है जीवन में सामाजिक अज्ञान के विरुद्ध घोषणा करना और विकासित होना। और जब आप ऐसे सामाजिक वृद्धि करते हैं, तब आप सही मायने में सन्यासी है। मैं मानवता को आवाहन देता हूँ, आप ही के हाथ में आपका जीवन है। ये आप ही के हाथ में है कि क्या आप समाज के अज्ञान को ना कहेंगे या फिर आत्महत्या की जीवन शैली में प्रवेश करेंगे। वन एक्ट ऑफ महंत तोतापुरी जी महाराज गिविंग sannyas to Ramakrishna, see the contribution happened to the humanity. I tell you, sannyasis are never anti-social, they are above social, and the amount of contribution they have done to society unimaginable. They are the most productive people on the planet Earth. My sannyasis will be the most intelligent and productive human beings on the planet Earth. Let you all achieve, experience, live, express, radiate, share and explode in eternal bliss. Nithyananda.
Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, Nithyananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nithyananda.org. www.youtube.com/life